So, in my hypothetical movie role, 1 year equals 1 month to them, 10 years equals 1 year to them, 100 years equals 10 years to them, 1,000 years is 100 years, and their lifespan could probably be like the 300 years, which is probably 3,000 years here on Earth. You know, I don't know. Like on average, probably 150 years. In the future of my hypothetical movie setting, some planets' gravity may vary, of course, like, you know, like gravity wells and all this other stuff, or how they're positioned or rotating. Time elsewhere could be completely different than on Earth, as stated. And obviously, you know, like the size of a planet, like Earth is like 24,000 miles in circumference, or 25,000 miles in circumference, which equals 24 hours. You know, I'm thinking that's like 1,000 miles, probably 1,000 miles per hour in some type of rotation, due to the fact that you have 24 hours. And it's like 24,000 miles, so, you know, you just divide that and whatnot, you get like 1,000, and I guess that's the MPH for Earth's rotation or something, of causing daylight, you know, day-night shift. Causing temporal daylight, you know, like elsewhere it could be different. The planet could be like fucking, fuck. Elsewhere, a planet could be like twice the size of Earth, and it's like 18 hours of daylight, or like 70 hours of daylight. You know, it doesn't matter. I don't know. I love sci-fi. I'm fascinated with like somehow generating the idea of a planet that's completely exotic. It's like Earth. You know, it has like a lot of magnetic activities, like the aurora borealis, and like an exotic atmosphere, which is completely friendly for life and all, like for like humankind and whatnot. It's probably like this. I don't want to say the size of Jupiter, like 3 times the size of Earth. It has the ring, like rings of Saturn or something. You know, probably like double rings or something. You know, like a ring going this way and a ring going that way, type of shit. I don't know. It'd be fascinating if it was like rotating multiple stars or something, like Polaris. I think there's like 3 Polaris stars, like Polaris A, Polaris AB, Polaris B, something. I don't know, or like Alpha Centauri. There are like 3 of those stars, I think, right? Like rotating on those. Like, I don't know. I mean, even though it's around multiple stars, and that'd be incredibly fucking hot if it was extremely close, like hotter than fucking Mercury. Like, it has like an appropriate distance to sustain life, like appropriate distance to get like a decent amount of heat, type of stuff, to have like the average temperatures that Earth like. And I'd say, like, you know, that also plays a factor, like if daylight and all. You know, because like something has multiple stars, like stars provide daylight and whatnot. You know, you could come. I don't know. It depends on where the stars are positioned and where the planet is. If the planet is just like rotating the combined gravity pool of the stars, then, you know, it'd get daylight from like from each star at the same exact time, type of shit. I don't know. Like I stated, the time there could be different in hypothetical planetary locations around the galaxies or other galaxies and stuff. Whereas like 16 hours here on Earth could be like 4 minutes somewhere else, or I don't know, 24 hours here on Earth could be 4 minutes somewhere else, and 16 minutes here on Earth, or 16 hours, could be like 3 minutes elsewhere. Well, I make as if like there's like a hypothetical accepted law of time in the future, like time in their sense of their scientific community in the future, which is very, very far more advanced than what the hell Earth is. Probably like hundreds of million years more advanced, like in how the movie Contact portrays like future civilizations that they didn't completely elaborate upon. I want to make it as if time is probably a flux illusion, or more appropriately said, a property created by energy and or gravity. I think a mere atom is a hypothetical illusion of the universe. It really isn't a whole structure, yet a reaction of structures binding rapidly at a faster than light speed, type of stuff, to give the illusion of a structure. You know, like that type of fucking theory of some hypothetical science community in the future. That is kind of true. That kind of boggled the hell out of my mind when I was a kid. Like, an atom is created by, I suppose it, like, three subatomic particles. You know, electron, proton, neutron, and I believe that's a fourth, graviton, but we're just going to go with these three. And, you know, it's not actually whole. It's just an illusion of a whole structure, you know? I mean, it's like we're binded together by, like hypothetical imaginary things that aren't completely real. I don't know. It's just... Now it's like redefining the definition of nihilism, like, even in a reality sense. If you know, even I don't know. Like what is real, literally? Like, I'm not using this in the Matrix dreamworld sense, but even in reality, I'm like, an atom is not an actual whole structure. It's just like little. It's just things moving around rapidly, creating like the idea of a whole structure, you know. And this idea of a whole structure can create superstructures, like a star, or life, or anything, you know. I don't know, energy, you know, ions and shit. And then I have no idea, man. I see, like, if I actually wanted to create a movie, you literally have to write it out first. See, a filmmaker is literally... A filmmaker is most likely a person who knows a lot about literature or something. I don't... Or some other stuff, like scientific stuff, you know? Like the movie Contact is there's actually inspired by actual scientific theories and research and stuff by, like, Carl Sagan and Einstein, like with his relativity, special relativity theory, and Einstein-Rosen-Bird stuff, and Carl Sagan's Drake equation. Like they actually base a hypothetical motion picture production off of actual stuff, scientific stuff. And some people actually base their motion picture productions off of philosophical things and all. And some people just like action, you know? But yeah, I don't know. To me, a book... it's just an unproduced movie and all, man. Let me use a book. I think this book would make an awesome movie and all. I haven't finished reading it. Imperium. Or... shit. It sounds like that'd be a comedy movie. Like something like this. I hope nobody steals it and make like eyes at a crime scene. I put it on my camera. Something like this is like an unproduced movie or something, you know. It seems like it'd be like a Spy Kids with a more elaborate, more darker theme and all, you know. I just bought it because I wanted something to read. I was bored. And this, you know, I didn't complete this, but it's a very good book by this guy. It seems like it'd make a really awesome movie, you know. Like just imagine George Clooney starring in something like this, man. Like, a book to me is nothing more than an unproduced script that has been turned into a film. Or like, you know, I don't know. Any idea. An idea is an idea, man. This. Sounds like some Matrix shit. Parallax view by this guy. I think, like, somebody based another movie off of his work with Clay Owen, The Something of Men. And that was a very fascinating, very heartfelt type of film there, man. It's very profound. I love it. It's good art, good cinema, and good cinematic photography type of shit, you know? It's amazing. And there's a thin line between Spielberg, Shakespeare's, Socrates, and Aristotle. They're literally all the same. Philosophy, like a guy who's written plays which require a lot of writing, who's a writer, Shakespeare's, and Socrates. I think he's the first guy who formed drama, which is acting. And there's Spielberg, one of the greatest movie producers of all times, an amazing director, as well as like a lot of other directors. There are a lot of great directors in Hollywood, man. Even indie directors, you know, a lot of great ones of them. I admire their work. I think I'm a guy who appreciates art. I admire a lot of people's works. Musicians, producers, film producers, artists, painters, writers, poets, whatever. Art is amazing. Earth has the word art in it. Earth is like a giant artwork, you know, like the universe as a whole. It's like a universal art. It's fascinating. Science is an art, and there's an art in science. The science of art and the art of science. There's something else I'm gonna say, man. I just forgot it. Yeah, something about like an educated world is a perfected, an educated world is a perfect world, you know. And art is like an expressive form of education to me. It's amazing. It's amazing, man. I love it. Oh man, I fucking appreciate somebody who mentioned that math is the language of science, and science is defined in math and all. I don't know. I think science is literally defined in math, like everything. Science is like math is like the ultimate language there is. You know, I don't know that language very well. I should be ashamed of myself. I mean, there's art in math, and there's math in art, you know? It's like everything defines each other and all, man. I think life is like a mirror, constantly reflecting its own reflection or something, you know? I don't know, I think life is like everything is hypothetically parallel. I don't know, man. As in parallel, as in reflective, like identical, or has some type of like parallel symmetry type of shit, you know, like balance. And that's what math is, really. It's a system, not a system, but it's like a language of hypothetical balance. Like an equation tries to balance itself out. Math and science, you know? I don't know. Science, math, art. They're all like the same thing, you know. They're all hypothetically like a product or an interpretation of mine, you know. And that's how I define my hypothetical world and or universe, or create a sense of viewing life. You know, I don't know what I'm trying to fucking define. I'm just completely lost for words. I'm just babbling on about nothing. And I'm just gonna disregard this. But yeah, this is my pre-production note of hypothetical pre-production of pre-productions. Pre-productions, the prelude of a prelude.